said halftime. I will call the Denise Moore said it's halftime. We need to come together and come up with a new strategy, a new plan. I hope that's that plan I'm hearing take a place in the background because it sounds like it's a good one. Well, good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wake up, ready to get it going. That's right. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. Talk to People Tuesday day. And family, you have dialed into the team effort lifestyle call. Once again, great things are happening, continuously happening here at Team Effort Network. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, my business partner, Pastor Del Wafer. Family, the line is open. What's your halftime plan? Who's with me today? Where are you calling in from?
You see, all of you have this fire brand. Mama Ify says good morning to Pastor Dennis and all of you.
Well, good morning, Mama Ify.
You see what this vitamin spray is doing to everybody. You are so sharp, vibrant. So I'm getting it. I'm so happy too. Bye.
Mama Ify, you know, I was doing some errands yesterday, and I was waiting outside the shopping center. I saw this beautiful woman walk by, and she looked just like you, Mama Ify. I said, wow, she reminded me of you. I said, what Mama Ify doing all the way over here?
Okay, good morning, all of you. Good morning, beautiful women and men. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, dear. Well, family, keep it talking. Who else is with us, Mama Ify? Who else is with us today, family?
Jenny Jones in Ocean City.
Who's that call from Ocean City?
Jenny Jones.
Woo-hoo! Hey, Jimmy Jones, how are you, sir?
Fine, how are you?
Hey, Jimmy Jones, what do you think about those vitamin sprays?
What'd you say?
What do you think about those vitamin sprays, Jimmy?
I've lost at least 7 pounds. I feel great. The symptoms of diabetes are pretty much disappeared. I think it's because when you eat, and because of the vitamins, I eat less now. Vitamin spray. I'm hungry. Oh, it's fresh. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
Jimmy, look.
Yeah, so I'm feeling great. I can't. I share them with people all the time, and you know, look at your sense. So I just wanted to give you an update. I'm feeling really healthy. The weight's coming on. Diabetes symptoms have almost disappeared, or at least I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not taking my vitamins, and I'm eating junk. So I'm eating less than I'm taking my vitamins. So how's that?
Wow. Jimmy, thank you so much. And I'm gonna have you on one day as a guest speaker when we can mute out all the background noise and have you come on and just share how the vitamin sprays will help you with the diabetes and getting the weight off of you.
Okay, and I will write it on here and have it in detail, so I won't be skipping around getting excited.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Jesse Bowden, calling from
Jesse.
Reagan National Airport at a health affair. Selling sprays, Pastor Denise.
All right. National Airport.
She's Jesse.
Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio. Hi, Denise. How are you, dear?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
Hey, girl, spraying and smiling all the way.
We have Mary Owens and Brittany. Yeah, Mary Owens and
Big things are happening. Big things are happening in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary. How are you, Mary? Hear you back there, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great. I have a friend in South Carolina on the line as well, Caroline Gatson. She's in Orangeburg, South Carolina, my hometown.
Wow, South Carolina representing. Wonderful. Paul Jackson, are you in North Carolina already?
No, we're leaving Friday. We'll be there Friday.
In North Carolina. All right, Chan family. The team is in North Carolina on Friday, Fairview, right, Paul?
Fayetteville, North Carolina. Jesse and his family and our team
We're collaborating down there, and we're going to expand and bring this business to Fayetteville, North Carolina.
All right, Kathy, check the calendar.
Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, yes. And we'll be on the call hopefully Thursday, and we'll communicate the information to our 10 family for anybody that have people in that area that can tie in.
Okay. I have 2 people in North Carolina.
Yes.
All right.
Big things are going to be happening.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Also, I want you to check the calendar of the event. You can get married. You can get the exact location and the time where the event will take place for Friday and Saturday in North Carolina. That is this weekend. So if you have guests there, prospects, you want to have them in the place. Paul Jackson, Jesse Bowden, Beverly Douglas, Cassandra, they're all quite a few of the team members in here are heading out to North Carolina to do a wonderful TTP and a Super Saturday. So you want to have your guests in the place. That's going to be exciting. Family, as you heard earlier today on the call, or just a few minutes ago, that was Jimmy Jones. That's my buddy, my friend I told you about, who started taking the vitamin sprays just a month ago. He's a customer of mine, and he was on the sprays, and he's lost weight. He said he's not eating junk food like he used to, and the diabetes symptoms that he was dealing with has just gone. So I wanted him to come. We're going to have him come on one day so we can just mute out and have him share how the vitamin sprays has made a difference in his health and how much better he's feeling since he's been taking the vitamin sprays. He just started taking them just about 2 months ago, I believe it was, Jimmy. Just about 2 months ago, he started taking the vitamin sprays, and immediately he got results, as we all do, and as we continue to hear, as we share the vitamin sprays with people, your guests and your customers and your friends and family are calling back within 1 to 2 weeks. And my goodness, these are incredible. I feel good. I have energy. As Jimmy was saying, my diabetes symptoms are just about gone. You know, he's losing weight. I think he's lost 7 to 10 pounds his first week on the sprays. And this is what's happening with these wonderful natural oil vitamin sprays. They're working. As you know, we have the vitamin D power, which is the vitamin D to help with a amount of things, including type 1, type 2 diabetes. We have the B boost to help with energy, also depression. You know with somebody that's a little depressed, get them some B boost. That also helps with high blood pressure, the B boost too. Then we have the Slim by 10 that works hand in hand with our Trim by 10 to help you to have healthy weight management. So get your weight to where you want it to be and then manage it with the Trim by 10. Also, the Trim by 10 gives you the healthy digestive system. Oh my goodness, it gets that gut in order. It makes you feel good around your midsection. And then we have the Super 10 that helps to clean out the toxins out of your body. It also has the ionic minerals in it. And then, of course, the Cell Energy, that is just doing all kind of major things with the body at a cellular level. So continue, family, to share these wonderful vitamin sprays, stand down healthy energy drink, fiber-based, Trim by 10, that we can continue to get wonderful reports, as we heard this morning from my buddy Jimmy Jones out at Ocean City, Maryland. Good to hear that. Well, I'm a pause and bring on my business partner, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there this morning, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. How's it going?
It's going great. You hear Paul and them is getting excited about their journey out to North Carolina, and I think that's going to be great to go out there and just reignite that market. You know, we still have some people there in North Carolina that are still using the product, they're still in the business, and I hope some of them are on the line today so that they can hook up with Paul and them on that venue, get some of their guests invited out there to that meeting. I know they hadn't had any meetings in North Carolina in a while, but it's coming your way. You know, Paul and the team is coming down to North Carolina. You know, if you got guests, if you want to reactivate yourself there, get into those meetings, because we're focused on building North Carolina. We're going to go back and do it again and just build up a stronger leg and a stronger organization there. So you want as many people as possible who can get to North Carolina from South Carolina. You know, I know there's some people in South Carolina can drive up. So make it a point to get there. Paul and them are going to do a wonderful, wonderful job and build a good core team there in South Carolina and North Carolina.
It is going to be awesome that they've just been planning and putting some wonderful things together, doing awesome presentations. I saw some of the programs that Beverly and designed and put together. I mean, they really thought this thing out, family. So, you know, you want to be there, get your guests there, and grow your team. It's going to be a wonderful event. Well, I know another reason why Paul Jackson is on the call today, because his favorite person is on with us today. Paul's not fooling me. We've tried to bring all of our great leaders on the call so that you can learn how we're growing, what we're doing, how we're growing our team, how we're sharing the word, how to build your business, how to market, how to use social media, whatever you need to do to really grow your business and your customer clientele. You're going to get that information on these calls. So let's welcome to the call another one of our great leaders. She's a 2-car qualifier. She's won 2 Mercedes-Benz, one in our sister company and one in our current company. She's an executive founding member. She is an executive also in 10, and all these other great DCQ qualified, all of these wonderful things. So let's welcome to the call once again, great leader, Vicki Soto. Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm also 1 star. I have to say that, okay? I haven't heard it said very much.
And 1 star. Look out for get that 1 star, Vicki Soto.
I'm so excited about being a 1 star. You know, it's really cool to be able to put that in your title, that star. I never experienced that before.
Yeah, I would write your title out once. We're going to write it out because there's an executive founding member. There's LPC qualified. There's one, we have to write it out one day. I'll get it right.
I mean, yes, it is pretty long. I'm going to tell you, I'm really excited and proud, very proud of that title, because what it stands for to me, it means that there are a lot of people in my organization that are making money. That's what it stands for to me. So I'm excited about that. And today I wanted to talk about 2 things, Pastor Denise. I want to talk about my own personal testimony, and I want to do a little bit of training on showing the business from long distance.
It sounds great. That sounds perfect.
Okay, great. So I'm going to get right into it. First of all, Paul, I got to tell you this, Paul and Jesse and Beverly, I'm so excited for you guys. Oh, my gosh. North Carolina is one of my favorite places. Fayetteville is at Pope Air Force Base, and I could go on forever talking about that. But, yeah, I'm excited, and I have, a couple people interested there, too, as well. And I'm really glad you guys are opening up that area. I want to talk about my own personal testimony because some of you have heard it before and then some of you have not. But, I'm a walking testimony, walking, talking, lecturing, presenting testimony about the sprays because, and I always tell everybody, if you're using the sprays, you can't help but tell other people what's happening. I mean, I took multivitamins for years, okay? I mean, I have always been a fan of nutrition and the idea of taking vitamins ever since prenatal when I was carrying my children many years ago. And my doctor told me, you should take vitamins. Well, after that, I started taking vitamins. But guess what? I don't think the vitamins were doing very much for me by the time I hit my 40s because, I started having all these chronic problems. One of them was really huge, and that was my blood pressure went up to stroke level, okay? And I didn't tell many people what I was going through because I didn't want to upset my father, and he also has high blood pressure. My mother had high blood pressure, and just about everybody in my family was on some kind of blood pressure medication. And I was really surprised when the doctor told me that I had, really high blood pressure, even though it ran in my family, because I felt as though I was taking good care of myself. I was going to the gym, I was taking my vitamins, I was eating well, all the things you're told you're supposed to do. So I was surprised when my doctor said that. Well, here we are, down the road. The doctor had said to me, I'm going to put you on lisinopril. So they put me on a blood pressure medication to keep me from having a stroke. And he says, I asked him, I said, well, how long am I going to be on this medication? Because that's the first thing you think when somebody says, I'm going to put you on a prescription, right? How long is this going to take, And he told me, he says, most people that end up taking blood pressure medication stay on it for the rest of their life. And I remember thinking when I looked at him, I thought, wow, that's really sad. Okay, I'm going to be taking this medication for the rest of my life. Well, you guys, after I started taking the 10 intraoral sprays, within 60 days, my blood pressure dropped 40 points, okay? 40 points. Even my doctor said, what? He was kind of surprised because he was eating his own words, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, why is her blood pressure improving? So I pulled out my sprays. I showed it to him. He said, well, that's great. I'm glad you're taking vitamins. Realize in my chart, it said that I was taking multiple vitamins anyway. But when I pulled out the sprays and showed it to him, of course, he was, he patronized me a little bit, okay? And he was like, oh, yeah, well, that's really nice. Keep taking those vitamins. That'll really help you out. Well, don't you know, guys, not long after that, my blood pressure continued to drop, okay? Until finally it went down so low that my doctor said, okay, we're going to have to probably take you off of this medication. Now, realize he brought this up. And the funny thing, I always tell my team, and we laugh about it, I said, he said that I had already stopped taking my pills to the point where I was only taking like 1 or 2 a week because I started to worry that I was over-medicating myself, So I started only taking like 1 or 2 pills a week. By that time, he was saying, okay, we're going to have to take you off these pills for about 30 days and see what happens. See if, your blood pressure continues to stay low. Well, don't you know, you guys, after 30 days, I went back and he checked my blood pressure. It was 118/73. Not only that, my hemoglobin went up for the first time ever because I have a blood disease like Pastor Dale. They never expect my hemoglobin to go up. It has been so low, down at 9 for so long. Any movement up, it's like shocking. But my hemoglobin went up. Okay, so my doctor was looking at my lab and he was saying, okay, I don't know what you're doing differently, but it's good. Keep doing that. I of course, showed him the sprays again. He patronized me again. I was like, oh, yeah, that's wonderful. That's good. I'm going, it's funny to me, but he's an older doctor, and you know how that goes. He's convinced that something he did, I guess, cured me. Anyway, so I take all 4 of the basic core sprays. When I call them the basic core, I'm talking about the combo. I take the D, the B Boost, the Cell Energy, and the Super 10 every single day, okay, without fail, because here's my feeling about it. When you have proof that something is helping your health, why would you ever leave that, okay? Because my feeling is if I can change the history, and I do mean that, my family history of having blood pressure problems and being on blood pressure medication for the rest of my life, hey, buying 4 sprays every month to me is essential. Now I no longer have to worry about prescription drugs. I am totally off of medication. And that's my testimony. That's my testimony. Okay. I know that a lot of people have experienced this, and now I'm at the point where I feel it's scandalous, absolutely scandalous, not to tell people about my own personal results, because there are so many people that are on medication for blood pressure problems. And not only that, there are millions of people who have no idea they have high blood pressure. And that's really sad, because last place you want to find out that you have high blood pressure problems is when you're in the hospital and they're trying to get it down as fast as they can. So I feel it's scandalous if we don't tell people about this. So that's my testimony. Now, I want to say, beyond my testimony, there's something I want to talk about that I haven't talked about to anybody really, except for Denise. We talk about this kind of stuff. And when I say Denise, I'm talking about Denise Moore. I talk to people on the phone about the business. And instead of talking to them, what I really do is I show them things. And I've never really explained, and people constantly ask me this. They're just like, well, how do you show the business? How do you show the business? And I always say, well, there's different things. It depends on the situation. Like, for instance, if it's online, then, of course, I show it to them online. If it's somebody who's, within reach of me, then, of course, I'm going to show them the sprays physically. I always believe that the sprays in someone's hand is probably the most effective way to get people to use the sprays, because once they see them and feel them, then they say, okay, I want to try this. That's the most effective way. But if you have family, and most people do, or friends who live somewhere else, then what, right? And I have, because of my background, I am a military, I was a military brat, okay? I grew up in the Air Force as a dependent, and I have friends everywhere, okay? And I have family everywhere, because the rest of my family has also been in the military. So, everybody I know is in a different place. So I have learned how to show the business on the phone. Now, before I even say this, if you're sitting near a computer, it may help you to actually write this down and also, look at what I'm about to show you. This is what I say to people when I'm talking to them long distance. In fact, the other day, I had a friend who was in my video talk with me, and he still used my video talk products, but he knew nothing about tint. And I said to him, I said, you need to see tint, and I'm going to show it to you real quick. So the first thing I did was I showed him my testimonial channel, which anybody can use. It doesn't point to anybody's link or anything like that. But the name of that channel is www, and this is so easy to remember, .ilovetin.com. That's www.ilovetin.com. Because I have been collecting, as you know, Pastor Denise, I've been collecting testimonies there. I've been collecting videos about, the different ingredients, because I feel like we needed one place where we could kind of show what people are saying, and, a quick place for them to just go and refer to some testimonies. And I love that. I love it. People love that channel. It's amazing to me that I hear people say my channel back to me every once in a while. I took them to ilovetin.com, and I'm like, wow, I don't even think they know that, I probably told them about it first, but that's a good thing. Okay. So if you're in front of the computer, you can look at www.ilovetin.com, but listen to what I'm saying, because the rest of what I'm going to tell you is really important as well. Now, believe me, the testimonies are what sell our products, what sell our business, because they're huge. We get testimonies every single day. And people are getting them personally every single day. And like I said before, when you have something that works, there's no way you can keep that a secret, okay? But you shouldn't do that. So the second thing I do after I show them the testimonies is I take them to the website. Now, know me, I do not send people to the website by themselves, ever, because our website is beautiful and distracting. It's beautiful and distracting. The reason I say that is there's so much stuff there that people who go there without you have no idea where to start, because there's just so much exciting stuff. I mean, you look at the first page, it's got pictures of people with cars and pictures of the sprays and beautiful, travel pictures. So I never send people there without me. If I send somebody a link, it's usually the testimonies link. Okay, that I love tint, right? But when I take them to the TIN website, and first thing I say to them is, this is our website, isn't it beautiful? Because it is, it's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Amy and Mel, for making such a beautiful and very, nicely aesthetic website. So people get there, and then first thing I say to them is, it's really, really nice. I want to show you our products, and I start off by I tell them to click on the product link, and before I even tell them about the product, they're already seeing all these beautiful pictures. First they see the picture of, pills are hard to swallow, you don't have to do that anymore, that, and so forth, right? But they are kind of looking at stuff I'm not even talking about. So the good thing is I don't have to say that much. And I tell them, if you scroll down, the first thing you'll see is our trim product. We'll get back to that. I save the trim for last every single time, okay? I said, we'll get back to that. And then I go to the first spray, which is the cell energy spray. I don't say a lot about any of the sprays. I just kind of gloss over, what the information says, because the information is all there. And believe me, they're going to come back. It never fails. They go back there later and look. And they ask me questions, so I know they go back later and look at it too. But I go over just some of the key points about, cell energy, and then Slim by 10, and then D Power, Super 10, and B Boost. And I just do that enough so they get the basic information, but they also know that they can come back and read the rest of the details. And at the very bottom of that screen, I tell them, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And I say it says that on every supplement that you ever buy. If it's a legal supplement, it will say that on there. Because it's true. And I said the FDA regulates drugs. It does not regulate vitamins and supplements. And then we pushed on. And the next thing that I show them, if I'm showing them the business or, trying to show them everything, the next thing that I show them is the company information. Because the company information is very important to people who are coming into the business. Now, it may not be as important to somebody who's looking at us as from a customer's perspective. And like I said before, I show the I show the customers the products all the time, And that page is a great place to show them the products if they're not, standing in front of it. But if it's for the business, I go to the company page and I emphasize, the information we already know. It says on our company page that we're an 11-year global direct selling company. I don't argue with that point because, it's just no point. But, we have been around since 2002. That's what I say. You can do the math. The parent company is, privately held, debt-free, global. And I explained that we have two divisions, and the second division, the rest of the story. So I go into all of that about the company. And then at the very bottom, I show them the founders. I tell them there's a video that they can watch anytime about the founders. And then there's another video underneath that they can watch later on too if they want to. It's a 3-minute video about the company. But then I ask them, I always ask first, would you like for me to show you how we get paid? I've yet for anybody to say no. That has not happened yet. People always say, sure, yeah, let me see it. If I say, let's go to opportunity. And then I'm going to tell you, I do not go through all of these slides because, there's quite a few slides on the opportunity part of the page. What I talk about is when I'm at the very top of the page, I tell them, first of all, when you're looking at the 10 ways we get paid, know that we added on two more ways recently. There are so many ways that we get paid. I do not have time, and I'm sure you do not have time to go through all of this, okay? There's a lot of details, but just know this. This is one of the most powerful compensation plans I have ever seen, okay? And it will astound you. So I say that, and then, I know they're already like flipping through the slides, but then I say this. I say, first of all, let me just say that number one way we get paid retail, that's an option. We are not a direct sales company. We retail sprays because we can. We don't have to do that. In fact, we're consumable. Our business is based on membership and people buying the product wholesale. And they love that. Most people that I talk to, they go, oh, that's great, because most people believe they cannot sell stuff. I mean, personally, I believe I can't sell stuff. I've proven that over and over in previous careers trying to sell things like insurance. But a lot of people believe they can't sell things. So I always say that statement so that they know that that's not a requirement for this business, and that only consuming the product is what they need to do. And then I say, okay, I want to take you to slide number 2, which is the basis of our business. And it shows them that picture of the two business partners. And I say, now, if you look at this picture, what it's trying to show you is, and it's also got some, verbiage underneath there, it explains it, but it says that you will bring in 2 business partners, and those 2 business partners will be your team, okay? Until you, of course, get more business partners and so forth and so on. But we're starting from this, you and 2 business partners. I said, this is important because this is what you need to qualify for all the stuff that you're going to see in the rest of these slides, okay? So I just want to make sure this is clear. And then I explained to them the power of 2, you know, how we build by 2. And I explained, you know, what the qualification means, you know, that 2 business partners, 1 team on the left, 1 team on the right from those 2 business partners, so forth, so on. And usually they won't ask a lot of questions about that because it's pretty basic. Now, the next thing I show them, they usually ask me questions about, and that's the slide number 4. I go to number 4 and I say, but number 4 is the blueprint for our business, okay? It means that you bring in 2 business partners and they bring in 2 business partners, and you become an executive. And then I explain why that's the most important rank in our business to our CEO. I also tell them that at this point, you know, they have 2 goals. They have a goal to become an executive, and they have a goal to also get customers in their organization. I added on that because I think it's one of the most important, if not the most important thing that we do, right? So I added that to my discussion about the blueprint, and then I show them right there. I said, you know, and you can see in this picture how this organization will grow exponentially because it builds by 2. So it becomes visual. And then I just tell them that we get paid weekly, every Wednesday, we get paid monthly, and then I take them down to the residual monthly binary cycles, show them a visual of what points means, you know, and I tell them that customers, you know, all customers are contributing to these points, and the points are what's going to bring us to all these other bonuses. You see, beautiful cars and traveling, house bonus, lifestyle bonus, all that stuff. You know, by then they're asking me, you know, wow, that's pretty exciting. Now at this point is usually when I find out what they're really interested in. Because when you start showing people pictures of cars and houses and things like that, that's when they start saying, you know, oh, that would be really good. Yeah, I need a new car. Oh, yeah, you know, stuff like that. Because I like to not talk as much when I'm showing something. I really want them to tell me what they're interested in. So when we get to the rest of the bonuses, I just kind of flick through them and I tell them, okay, now that I've shown you, you know, the basis of this opportunity, you know, I also have a video if you want to see it, a new video. And they usually will say, okay, yeah, I'd like to see that video. So I send them the Lifestyle Club video, and I tell them that, you know, I would really like for them to be part of the team. But if they're not ready to be part of the team, you know, at least try the product. So now I've gotten into the habit of asking for them to be part of the business. And if they're not going to be part of the business, they should at least be a customer. And that has been working really well for me. As you know, that has been working really well. And what I love about the way that you show somebody the business at a distance, it's very duplicatable, okay? Because everybody gets that same website. And if you're teaching somebody, because really when you show the business, you're actually training people at the same time because they're looking at the way that you're doing it, right? They see that, you know, they don't have to go through all the slides. They see that all the verbiage is right there on the slides. They know that all they got to do is just kind of show people. Instead of explaining it, just show them what's there. Yeah. So I really do like that. And so what time? Oh, yeah, I'm out of time. Okay. But I wanted to show you what I actually do because people ask me that. You know, even Chris and Shakina asked me, you know, how did you get all the points? How did you get 2 cars? And I always say, you know, I'm all about the points. I believe that the points are what, you know, I'm really in this business for. Residual income, lifetime income is what, passive income is what I'm in here for. So that's what I focus on.
Wow. Vicki, that's good. You put out there. You know why you're in the business. Like you said, you're in it for the points. You're in it for the residual income. And so that's a very good point it's very good to point out for you to stop and everyone to stop and realize why you're in tent. Some of you are in it to just to use the product. You want to be healthy. You want to stay healthy, and that's good. Some of you are in it because you want to retail the product. You do very good. You're very successful retailing products. That's good. Some of you want to build an organization. Some of you want to really help to make a difference in so many people's lives, health-wise and financially, and that's good. And some of you are in it because you want to build a good monthly residual to live the life that you want to live so that you can retire at a young, early age and just enjoy the fruit of your labor. So that's good that you point out, why you're in the business and how you're working the business. I think it's a great idea to go to the website, and the company's website is phenomenal. There's so many, everything is on the website. Everything you can think of that you would want your customer or your family or a prospect to know, or even a business partner. Everything is on that website. And I love it, Vicki, that you walk through the website with your customers instead of just sending them to it. And of course you want those to say, well, what is your website? I want to check it out. And of course you have to give it to them. But I think it's a wonderful idea to maybe set up a time where, I would love you to see the website, but let me walk through it with you. Because there's so many things on the website, and you get caught up on the Team Effort TV. You start watching all the shows and the testimonies and all the great things on the TV. And then you go through that phenomenal dual core double bond rate compensation plan that you won't be able to get off of that page, and then the product, and there's some wonderful things on that website. So I love that you walk through that with your customers and with your clientele. But also on your testimony also, Vicki, thank you so much for sharing your story again, because we have so many new people at Sun Team Effort Network. We're growing every day. So there's somebody who has not heard your testimony. But you said something that I think we need to be conscious of, and that's to make sure you go for your yearly checkup. Because like Vicki said, some people have high blood pressure and they have no idea that they have it. And I know some of us just don't like going to the doctors. I mean, I go once a year. Well, often that, but I call it my well woman exam. So I know I'm going to get a good report. But you have to go just to check yourself out, see what the doctors are trying to say that's there, so you can know how the vitamin sprays are benefiting you. The vitamin sprays can work as a preventive or, on the other end. But it's also good to go and check out, where your blood levels are and where you are health-wise. So your testimony is amazing. The way you're building your business, Vicki, and we see on Facebook every day, you're adding new business partners every day. Every day, Vicki says, welcome to the team, welcome to the team, welcome to the team. Well, what is this girl doing?
Well, the funny thing, I'm going to go back to that high blood pressure thing. You guys know this. When I say you don't know what your blood pressure is, I have been going to the doctor, regularly because I was worried about diabetes, actually, because, that's another thing that runs in my family. And when the way that I found out that my blood pressure was high was, I was at the doctor's office, and next thing I know, like 4 or 5 different technicians came in and did my blood pressure. I mean, I was sitting there, and one person came in and did it, and then another person came and did it, and I started thinking, what is going on? So I had no idea that they were even like, okay, well, what's going on with her blood pressure and so forth and so on. I mean, it was crazy. So I tell people, not only do you need to get it checked often, but, you got to make sure that, if something happens, if you start to feel, because I had already, noticed a little bit of difference, not much, it was more of a gynecological problem that I was beginning to have. And I said, something's wrong. But if you start to notice something on your body that changes, like, maybe you feel a little bit dizzy or whatever, definitely go to the doctor or even go to one of the clinics or something. Just go somewhere and get your blood pressure checked and make sure you're not at stroke level. It's crazy.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And Vicki, how much medication were you on before taking the vitamin sprays?
Well, the good news is I was only on lisinopril, and I'm glad to say that because, like I said, my husband, bless his heart, my husband had like a bag of different pills that he was on for diabetes. Which, by the way, I've noticed that he is only taking like 1 or 2 pills now for his problems, you know. And even though I cannot get him to take the sprays regularly, he takes the Super 10 because it helps him with his joint pain. You know, he's always working out. He works out all the time. I mean, all the time. But he takes the Super 10, and so that's helping him. The other ones, you know, he'll take them now and then because he sees them on the counter. He sees mine on the counter. But it's hard to get him to take anything regularly, you know. So, but I've noticed his pills have gone down. So I'm just amazed that has happened. And from what little he does, and then myself, I was already, you know, I think I was pretty healthy. I kept going every year to get my blood checked and make sure, you know, that my anemia was at the same level, and my my blood sugar was not real high. You know, my blood sugar right now is at like 5.9, and most of my family has got diabetes. So I'm always amazed that, you know, so I feel very blessed to have the sprays in hand. You know, I feel very blessed. I can say I know they're working for me. I can't speak for everybody because, of course, we are not allowed to do that, but I can say they're working for me, okay?
Yeah, well, I can agree with you that they work for me. I'm off of all medications also, along with you. Now, why your husband is not taking on a spray? Let's see if Pastor Dale. Let's see if Pastor Dale can speak on behalf of the men. I have no idea. So, Pastor Dale, you know, on behalf of Vicki's husband, what's his defense? Why would he not be on a regular basis taking these vitamin sprays?
Well, he just probably forgets to take them.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
He just probably forgets. But
that means he needs that big boost.
You know, Vicki just got to lay him out for him, and so he can see him in the morning when he's shaving. But you know, guys, it's you know, this is a great topic, and Vicki discussed all of these different things and how she built a business, what she's doing. But I hope you guys heard the last part that she spoke about residual income. It's so key for you to understand why you're in this business. And if you don't really understand why you're in this business, you're going to be vacillating all over the place. You're going to be looking here, looking there, doing this and doing that. And you're never going to really build any business. It doesn't matter if you're building 10 or building something else. If you don't know why you're in it, and you haven't set goals for it, you're not going to do it. And you're going to have all kinds of excuses and reasons why you didn't do it. And the main reason is you really didn't know why you were in it. You saw it. It was a great opportunity. You said, wow, I can make some money in this. You got in, but you didn't really know what you were getting in for. You really got to know why you're in this. And that's why, you have someone like Vicki Soto, who's been with our sister division as well, My Video Talk, and has come over into this division here as in 10, and as the only person in the company that has qualified for 2 cars, 1 in each division. And she's been in this company. What, Vicki, you've been in the company, 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah, it's been 5 years as of May with the parent company, yes. And I'm proud to say that I love the company even more now than I did when I first came in. Much more. Look
at somebody who's been in the business. Look at somebody who's been with this company for 5 years, and ask yourself this question: why would she be in this company 5 years? I've heard people say, well, the company doesn't do this, and the company doesn't provide this, and the company doesn't, and all that stuff may be true. But ask yourself, why are you in the business? And if you can't really answer that question, you're really not going to build this business. You're not going to be successful in this business. And I tell people all the time, as long as Mel and Amy are paying every week and paying every month, as long as the product works and the product goes out, it ships out every month, then I can't control anything else that corporate does. I have no control over anything else they do. Whether they get, ship the product late, whether they don't give us the infrastructure, whatever the complaint is, I have no control over that. But all I know is they're paying every month. I get a check every week, every month, and I get product that is helping people that I love and I'm close to in my life, and they want those products every month. As long as that's happening, guys, I'm building the business, okay? I'm building the business because it's points to me, and I'm rushing to 3,000 points.
Back to you.
I hear you. Amen to that.
All right, I love it. I love it. Well, stay busy, occupied. You don't know what's going on. You know, customers. Anyway, thank you for that, Twin. I love it. I love it. Let's go out to Atlanta, Georgia, with one-star Dr. Kevin Vaughn. Are you on the phone with us, sir, with our post for today?
Absolutely. Can you hear me? Welcome to the future, and the sprays work for me. I know that. I love it. How y'all doing today? Vicki Soto, 1 star. I love it. Don't that sound good, everybody? Vicki Soto, 1 star, along with the other titles there as well. Doesn't that sound great, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale? I love that title. Congratulations, 1 star, Vicki Soto. We're so proud of you down here in Atlanta, and we love you guys so well. I think we're just excited. What a beautiful day down here in Atlanta. We're just networking the planet down here. Just met some great people today that are getting on the sprays. And like you said, the sprays work, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale. They work. We got a great business model, as we all know. Vicki, that was some great training. I tell you, we're going to be listening to that one over and over again. So thank Terry Whitener for getting that recorded, because that's going to be a good one, guys. You need to put that on CD, stick that in the car, you know, for sure, without a doubt. You know, one thing I love about Vicki's talking today was she kept it simple, guys. She kept it real simple, right? Keep it simple, as Mel's been teaching us over the last 5 years or more. And, of course, she's also having fun. I love Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale. I love when Vicki laughs. She just has fun. She's always smiling and laughing, even on the call. So you know she's enjoying her life with her family and with her wonderful business as well. So we're so excited about that. And also, too, I want to encourage everybody, and I think we've talked about this a little bit today, is that everybody that's on the call, you need to call everybody in your family, everybody in your sphere of influence, you know, whether it's co-workers, business workers, whatever, your neighbors. I just talked to my neighbor a few seconds ago, and she wanted to give a brochure to her sister, so she's my neighbor. But you want to encourage them to get their blood work done, guys. Get their blood work done as soon as possible, and tell them they have to ask for their blood work from A to Z. A to Z. I had to ask specifically for my doctor. I want all my blood work analyzed from A to Z, and it took a while to get it. And I don't think they even want to give it to me, but I finally got it, guys. But get your blood work done. Ask for all your blood work from A to Z. And the reason why, because you're going to take a reference for where you're at. And then when you get on the sprays, you have a great testimony that you can back up with some data. Also, too, I want to encourage everybody to get the blood type done as well. Shakina Day and also my pastor, who's a nurse as well, they promote to get your blood type known as well. Okay, very important to know your blood type, and also, guys, to get your blood work done as well. Hey, real quickly, yesterday we talked about, with Nikisha, talked about attitude. Boy, I love the word attitude, guys. And Vicki and Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, they have great and awesome attitudes. I can't wait to get on the calls each and every day. I want to talk about attitude real quick, why it's important, guys. I want you guys to take it to the next level. Whatever you have to do today, forget what happened 5 minutes ago, what happened yesterday. You got to take this to the next level today. Let me give you a reason why. The word attitude, right? The word, I think Nikisha talked about that yesterday, how important it is. Pastor Denise talked about that yesterday, how important attitude is, guys. You've got to have the right attitude each and every day, not just for the business, but for life. And here's why, because you're going to attract the right people. Attitude's going to give you the right people that's going to say, hey, what are you doing? I want to do whatever you're doing. I want to know what you're doing. Boy, you can walk down the street and you be on fire. Folks are going to want to know why you're on fire. And they won't even put you out. They just want to know, how do I get on fire like that? And they're going to want to know about your business, guys. So attitude helps attract the right people. Hey, attitude also gives you timing, right? Timing of great events. You never know. People invite you to the different health fairs, different locations. Because the key is to get in front of people, guys. With your right attitude, people are going to say, can you come to our facility? Can you come to our location? Can you come to our organization? Talk about the sprays. Can you talk about health and wellness? Whatever. So attitude helps you in the events, getting events so you can get in front of people, guys. You're going to have more events than you can handle. You're going to have more TTPs than you can handle. And that's what you want, guys. You want TTPs going like every day, every hour in your organization, guys. Also, too, guess what? Attitude will help you keep your success going forward. It'll help you be excited about your success that you're going to have in our wonderful business. Also, too, guys, it's going to also give you some awesome understanding with a great attitude how our team works. Your team is going to just explode with the right attitude. And that's what's happening all across the country with our wonderful business and across the world as well. So attitude helps unifies people with like minds, vision, and cause, because you're looking for people. Mel told us, guys, he told us in the last event, you're looking for people like you that have vision, that have understanding of the business. They want to change their model. And I love what Vicki taught us today, guys. You've got to ask some questions. You have to ask people, what do they want? What do they do? And then guess what? you find the need and fill it. That's one of my favorite quotes. Find the need and fill it. Ask the question, find the need, and then show them where you got to go. And that's what I love about Vicki. She's not just showing this and that and that. She's showing what has to be done, whether it's the video, whether it's the one-on-one, whether it's online again, whatever it is, she shows the right opportunity or the right media for that event. It could be on Facebook, whatever it is, but the goal is to get people in front of this wonderful business, guys. So that's what attitude does for you. Guess what? Attitude also helps us to determine the win. When you have the right mindset with your attitude, you are going to win every time. I don't care what you're doing, guys, whether it's networking, going out and picking up your laundry, whatever, getting your hair cut today, whatever, getting your nails done, ladies, whatever you're going to be doing with the right attitude, people are going to say, what is going on over here with you? And guess what? You'll have an opportunity to share. Hey, and lastly, guys, guess what attitude also does? Events also helps you be a part of what's going to change your life, guys, with the right attitude. Mel and Amy Gill and also Robert and the staff have put together a wonderful program for us, guys. It works. It's amazing. That's why we're still in the business, guys, because we know it works. Pastor Dale just mentioned it. He just talked about that, guys, how the business is just awesome, man. We've been with the company for 5 to 6 years, at least know Mel and Amy for 6 years now, in the business for about 5, same as Vicki, and the business works, guys, and we're in it to win, and it's so simple. All you have to do is get 2, guys. Everybody listening is new. All you have to do is get 2, help those 2 get 2, and continue that journey. With the right attitude, guys, you are going to win every time. I want to encourage everybody, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Vicki, everybody on the call today, take yourself to the next level. We shared that with our church on Sunday. You guys take yourself, whatever you got to do, look in the mirror. If you're in the car, stop your car, pull that mirror down and your visor there and say, what do I got to do to take myself to the next level? And guys, believe me, your attitude will go through the roof. Your business will start growing. People are going to want the sprays, whether they're a customer, they're going to want to come into business. They're going to say, hey, can you come over and talk to this guy? Can you go over here and set this up? And believe me, you're going to grow with the right attitude. So I'm so excited for all you guys on the phone. Vicki Soto, 1 star. Back to pastors, 1 star. Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, back to you guys. You guys are amazing. What a great call today with Vicki Soto. Back to you guys. I love it.
Thank you. 1 star, Dr. Kevin. Thank you, sir, for the quotes and the words of encouragement. Vicki Soto, once again, you're a great leader. Thank you so much for bringing and sharing your testimony with the listeners today, and also giving us the wonderful tips on how you're adding new team members and customers to your business every day. Thank you for that. Pastor Dale, any closing remarks before we end the call?
Great call, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's go get it.
Let's go get it, family. Don't forget to join the Spanish call that will start in about another 10 minutes. Join the Spanish call right here at this number. And don't forget, Mr. T, show me the money call tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And go to teamupandnetwork.biz and check the calendar of events so you can find out where the North Carolina Super Saturday and TGP for Friday night is taking place this weekend. And also find out what else is happening around the globe. You can get that information by going to teamupandnetwork.biz and clicking events. It will take you to the calendar. Don't forget to scroll down. Someone clicked the events and they said, I don't see the calendar. Scroll down. The calendar is right there. Everything that's happening is on that calendar. And also, get off this phone and get up there and call your guests and get them ready for the TTPs that are taking place this week. You've heard some great faces this Tuesday, and we've always started off to a great start. So get off this phone, get out there, make it happen, share your stories, change people's lives. And remember, we're going 50 million in the next 17 months. Are you ready for that? Because it's happening, ready or not. Vicki Soto, thank you once again. Be back with us tomorrow morning, family. Thank you, dear. Be back with us tomorrow morning as we continue to go forth, full speed ahead, and Team Effort Network. You are loved. You are greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Have a prosperous day on purpose.